for less. Pay for 6 hits and the 7th is free. You want us to what? Whoa, wait a minute. That'd be an unethical conflict of interest. What kind of scum do you think we are? Say, that is a lot of bolts. Well, since you put it that way, I suppose we could undo our previous obligation. Excellent, sir. Thank you for choosing Thugs for Less. Attention all Thugs for Less personnel. We now have a new employer.
Hello and welcome back to my Let's Challenge over Ratchet and Clank 2 in the last episode. We did the difficult bits of Dobbo, and we then... what else did we do? We also started off Tabora, finished off, or did at least the story bit of Tabora. And now we're going to go off on an expedition to try and get some bolts. Because the next few weapons that we need to buy are rather expensive, and in order to get them, we're going to need lots and lots of bolts. So the first step on our bolt collecting trip is to go to the ship shack, because we need to upgrade our ship in order to be in the best position to tackle the rather difficult mission. Well, it can be difficult, I guess. It's not usually that bad, but it can be difficult. So we have 40 Ratanium, that's awesome. So I would say fusion laser cannons and the electro mine launcher are the important stuff. Obviously the advanced shielding system is very useful, but essentially what these do is that they greatly increase our ship's damage dealing capacity. And now we're going to head off to the Frugus Cloud, to the Megacorp Deep Space Disposal Facility, where we're meant to be meeting Mr. Fizzwidget.
Alright, input the password now. Check. Here goes. You better check that code.
I am sure it was correct.
The defenses are attacking us. We've got to hold them off until Fizzwidget gets here.
So there we go, the password didn't work, and the disposal fences are now attacking you. Destroy them before they destroy you. So essentially the way this one works is that, oh man, I forgot that would actually take them out that fast. So essentially what you want to do is you want to, you'll notice that essentially each of these takes a certain amount of hits and then explodes. So what I would normally do is I would essentially get them till they're blue, and then you can destroy them.
Can you hear me? Sir, you gave us an erroneous password. Implausible! Unless, is this Tuesday or Wednesday? Anyway, sorry to have missed our meeting, but I was called away to film a commercial for our weapons facility.
But sir, what about the
Commercial? I was great! Here, watch this.
Megacorp keeps you warm, keeps you healthy, and now keeps you safe. Hello, I'm Abercrombie Fizzwidget, and I'd like to welcome you to the new Megacorp Weapons Facility. We offer guided tours to show you how our weapons are made. Our highly trained experts spend their day creating the latest in heavy-duty weaponry to protect you and your whole family. So stop by today and bring the kids. Our tours are both informative and fun. And who knows, you just might learn something.
That was one handsome fellow, eh, boys? Fizzwidget out.
Sir, wait! Mr. Fizzwidget, come in!
Perhaps we can still find him at the weapons facility.
So yes, so essentially that first one, you notice that when I destroyed the first one it came up with a little sign saying that the repair bot had been essentially called out. And essentially, so what happens is that you're meant to essentially have to juggle about with that one, because you've got to try and not destroy them. If you don't have the upgraded weapons, then you can't destroy them fast enough before the previous one will be repaired by the repair bots. And obviously, because I have my upgraded weapons, you can actually do that really, really fast. So anyway, new challenge, and it's only 9,000. That's kind of annoying. I was hoping for a bit more than that. Anyway, saboteurs. So essentially, in this mission we've got 20 saboteurs, 16 power receptors. We've got to protect the power receptors from the saboteurs. And this is where you really start sort of feeling the fact that you're in a sphere in this mission. It can be a little disorientating if, you know, just trying to keep track of where on earth everything is. Lovely. You're going to need as much raritanium as we can. So we're down to 14, so we're taking out 6 of them. 50. Let's make that 7. 8. So the reason we got the electromines is not for this mission, but for the next one. If I remember correctly, we've got a mission where we're actually going to be actively chased by enemies, and that's where electromines become really helpful. The nice thing about this mission is that you don't really need to worry about your health as much, because obviously the saboteurs aren't attacking you as such. So they've destroyed 3 of the power receptors so far. That's not really too much to worry about, especially when there's only 4 of them left. I just want to get a general view of things. Okay, there's 3 of them. We have no more missiles, which is why we're not getting the reticles up. We only have 2 more saboteurs though, so just need to find them and take them out. That's 1. There you are. There we go, lovely. So we do that with a nice amount of time left. So the next one, now we've got to destroy the repair drones, and this is where things can get a little more difficult. Because these guys do quite a lot of damage, if you're not. And there are obviously quite a lot of them as well, which is never a good thing. Madness. $17. So we've just gone over half of that. And obviously things should get easier as we take out more and more of them. Oh, lovely. Blind fire. Go, 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 go. Got 10 mines. Lovely. And we get partial shield as well, so that's pretty much guaranteed it for us, I think. Getting that partial shield. Because we shouldn't lose both shield and our health from only 2 more drones. Lovely. Beautiful. Really nice. So we get 10,000 bolts for that, and now obviously we have a race, an Ace Bunyan race. This one I find a little easier than the previous one through the asteroid belt. I don't like going through the asteroid belt. I get really nervous going through those asteroids, because I just feel like I am going to end up crashing into one of those walls. This one, you have nowhere near as many sort of narrow paths to traverse. Rather, they do tend to throw at you sometimes some rather sharp little corners. But usually you've got more than enough time with this one to actually deal with it, which is good news. As you can see, we are miles ahead. You really do not need to worry about Ace in this one. He's not even on our radar, is how far ahead we are. Okay, so we'll just go through these nice and carefully. Lovely. Beautiful. Absolutely perfect. There we go, lovely. So we get 11,000 bolts of the platinum bolt from this planet, and now we can have a look just to see how much these are worth. Okay. 3,000 each. That's not really enough. So we are going to go to Tadano, just very quickly. I just want to see if we can buy one of the weapons, because there's a weapon that we can use to get a bolt on Dobbo that we don't have yet, and I'm wondering whether it's been unlocked by going to Tadano. I also love the music here on Tadano. It is amazing. Anyway, yes, it's Spiderbot Glove. That's what we want to get. And now we will actually fly back. That's all we wanted, and now we'll fly back to Dobbo. So, back here on Dobbo. I like destroying these just for the bolts, but anyway. So, we have 25,000. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't have enough for the weapons that we actually want to get, being Synthanoid, preferably, mini rocket tube. Hover bomb gun isn't actually that good a weapon, but no doubt we will eventually get it. And obviously, and then the plasma coil, which is like weapon perfection. It is so good. I love the plasma coil so much. Okay, so lava gun. Let's try this out. I'm just going to see. So what we want to do is we want to go to our quick select and we want to put you on there. So one of the issues with the spider glove is that it's particularly difficult to it's one of these weapons which is particularly annoying to actually upgrade, unfortunately. It's sort of a very circumstantial weapon that only is really useful in, you know, very specific areas. But we're going to try and use it as much as possible because, obviously, we do want it to get upgraded. But its primary claim to fame really is its ability to give you access to small areas where you otherwise couldn't get access to. Perfect. Okay, well that's not actually upgrading as slowly as I thought it would. That's good to see. Okay, so if we aim you just about here, will you go after that tank? Well, good. It looks like that tank can't hit me, which is even better news. Come on. Lovely. This is a usual sort of area where you know you need to destroy the tanks in order to actually progress. Okay. Okay, so swing shot. Jump across. Lovely. So it looks like, with the amount of bolts we're getting actually, that we should very quickly get to the amount we need for, Ow. Ow, again. Ow, come on, concentrate. It's just a mess of particles. Okay. So there was some health back here that we will want to get. I mean, even with the armor upgrade, these guys are still doing a decent amount of damage to me. Well, they take 2 off. Okay. Nope, lava gun again. Beautiful. Now you see the bonus of the purple nanotech. Purple nanotech is a lovely thing. Okay, so... that might be something over there that we actually need to take out with one of the weapons we've already upgraded, because I do not see any way of us actually taking it out with, what, 1 Seeker gun ammo? Yeah, I kind of had to do that. Okay, so... lava gun. Beautiful. Okay, so... lava gun is, for a weapon that I would never really use in this sort of level, is doing a very good, nice job. Okay. No idea how I avoided most of those shots, but I will take it any day of the week. Beautiful. So like I was saying, yes, the, I wonder, is that actually a spider web slot? It is. Sweet. So yeah, so that's what you, spider bot is largely used for things like that, where you essentially fire the bot into small, into small crevices, nooks and crannies that Ratchet himself can't reach to trigger switches such that you can access things, such as this platinum bolt. But yeah, you'll remember in the last episode I mentioned that the skill point on this particular planet is essentially you have to complete the planet using only Ratchet Clank 1 weapons, being all of the ones that you get from the Gadgetron vendor. So Tesla Claw, all that sort of stuff. That's probably one of the hardest skill points in the game, I usually find, just because those weapons are not powerful against the, by this point in the game. And they really sort of suffer against these sort of enemies. Like, they just don't do enough damage. But I think that is Dobbo done, which is nice. So, if we go to our dynamo... Don't mess up the basic platforming. Lovely. So we're now going to get our first Giant Clank section of the game. See, essentially, Giant Clank returns, having appeared in very briefly in Ratchet Clank 1. And the Giant Clank portions here are rather... there are 2 of them, and they're pretty fun. So let's talk to this guy.
Nobody, I mean nobody, gets by the mathematician.
I guess all the good names were taken.
Watch your mouth, Zero, before the mathematician subtracts your head from your shoulders.
Sir, as a fellow number cruncher, could I please ask what this is all about?
That moon's where we divide losers from winners before adding them to the Megacorp games. There's a challenger up there ready to reduce you to nothing.
This technology looks familiar. Perhaps I could... Sweet. Think you can get us to that moon?
So off we head to Dobbo, the Dobbo moon, Dobbo orbit, where randomly we're going to encounter an old friend.
Hey! Remember us?
I'm gonna kick your arsenal into the next galaxy.
Ow! So, essentially, Dobbo Moon, there are a couple of skill points here, being essentially take the Focus for Less leader out only using melee attacks, which is not that difficult actually, because that also includes being able to do that, and you can do so much damage just by sort of jumping on him. It's kind of ridiculous. The other thing is for destroying every building on the moon, which is good fun.
You want a piece of me? Bring it on.
But really, the only issues that come from this one would be the those helicopters can be a little annoying. Like those little those little helicopters, you sort of ignore them because they look really minor. So the other things you can do, you can fire your missiles. I've given up on my... Like I said, this isn't a full one, all the skill points run, so we don't need to worry about skill points really. So the 2 attacks you really have are... the missiles, which are, you know, pretty self-explanatory, and then the bombs, which are these large orbs that you can throw at him. All the ammo you can find all over this rather large moon. And obviously you can get lots of health also by just destroying all of these buildings. Just want to destroy some of those helicopters, they do a lot. If you ignore them, they do a lot of damage. It's generally the case with the helicopters. Ow. Still, we should be okay here. Oh, we missed. He's not looking particularly healthy. There we go. Lovely. So like I said, yeah, so 2 skill points on there, one for defeating him only using melee, and one for destroying every building on the planet. So, we're going to return to Dobbo and get another planet, access to another planet.
Divide and conquer, huh? Hey, guess you guys were prime after all. You're going to the Megacorp Games! Welcome to Megacorp Games, sponsored by Megacorp. Okay, Megacorp contestants, get ready to grapple with our Megacorp Gladiator team. And if you survive that, enter the Megacorp Battle Arena with our Mega Spider-Body Armaments Adaptifying Mega Caves match. Then open the throttle for the all Megacorp Hover Bike Race, brought to you by Team Megacorp Racing. Hostile indigenous population not owned, endorsed, sponsored, supplied, advocated, or even liked by Megacorp. Approach your own risk. The Megacorp Games. Keep it mega.
So, Planet Job is pretty fun. It's full of, as it says there, it's got large arena battles, and it's also got the next hoverbike race section, which is also rather important. But I believe that should be Dobbo all done, which is really nice. That was the aim. And with Dobbo all done, I think it's time to call this episode to an end. And what we will do in the next episode is we will head over to Planet Jova. And essentially, yeah, there are multiple things we want to get there. We actually want to do most of the missions on Jova. Reason for that being that will allow us to gain access to the next 2 gadgets and the, stuff like that, which open up more areas of this lovely Ratchet & Clank world to us. So, I will see you in the next episode, where we will be taking on Planet Jova. Hope to see you there.